Okay, let's dive in. We all see those massive warehouse buildings lining the highways, right? They are, quite literally, the engine of our economy. But inside many of them, there's a quiet crisis brewing around safety, theft, and efficiency. Today, we're going to explore how a new wave of AI is totally transforming these spaces, turning regular old security cameras into some seriously smart business tools.
So is your warehouse flying blind? I mean, it's a pretty bold question, but for a lot of managers, the answer is a frustrating yes. They're stuck in this reactive loop, always playing catch-up, trying to solve problems using yesterday's data from end-of-day reports. We're going to break down how this one core challenge just silently eats away at the bottom line.
And see, this isn't just one problem. It's what the source material calls a quiet crisis, a kind of triple threat to your profits. These are the issues that are constantly draining resources in the background, and you often don't even notice them until it's way too late. Let's break down the three big ones that can cost a facility millions every single year. First up, the safety trap. Warehouses are just naturally high-risk places, and a single accident isn't just awful for the worker involved. A missed compliance check from OSHA, that's the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, can slap you with fines of $10,000 or even more. It's a constant high-stakes pressure point for managers. Next, you've got the shrinkage drain. Think of this as a slow, steady bleed of profits from theft, fraud, and even just misplaced inventory. And it is a massive problem. Industry sources estimate that inventory shrinkage can cost the retail sector alone over $60 billion a year. When you're managing a huge inventory, there's just no way human eyes can catch everything. And finally, there's the efficiency blind spot, which really brings us back to that whole flying blind question. Where are the bottlenecks in your workflow? Which loading dock is always the slowest? Without real-time data, you're just guessing, trying to solve today's problems with yesterday's information. So, how do we solve this crisis? Well, the answer lies in a powerful new tool. The old model of just passively recording what happens is being replaced by a specialized AI, one that's designed specifically for the unique challenges of a warehouse. And the goal is simple: shift from just reacting to problems to actively preventing them. This slide really nails the huge shift in thinking. Over on the left, you've got passive surveillance, cameras that just record problems for you to look at later. But on the right, you have proactive intelligence, an AI that sees a problem as it's happening and helps you stop it before it even becomes a real issue. And you know what the best part is? How accessible this is. This isn't some sci-fi tech that requires a massive, expensive overhaul. It integrates instantly with the existing CCTV cameras, that's closed-circuit television, that most facilities already have. Just think of it like a software brain that makes your current hardware smart. And how does it give you that instant intelligence? Through something called edge computing. Now, all that means is that the complex AI processing, the part that's analyzing all the video, happens right there on site. There's no lag from sending video to the cloud, and crucially, your sensitive video data stays secure, right there inside your own facility. Okay. That all sounds great in theory, but what does this proactive intelligence actually look like on the warehouse floor? Let's walk through a couple of real-world scenarios where this kind of technology delivers an immediate return on your investment. Just imagine hearing this sentence. For any management team, that sends a jolt of anxiety through the whole building. It's the ultimate stress test. Does the manager panic, scrambling around hoping everything is in order? Well, with a proactive system, there's no panic. The AI is constantly monitoring for safety issues, like whether workers are wearing their required personal protective equipment, or PPE, in hazardous zones. It flags the supervisor in real time for an immediate correction, long before an inspector ever arrives. And the result? 0 violations. Now let's apply that same proactive lens to that other costly problem, the slow, silent drain of inventory shrinkage. Let's say a distribution center has this nagging issue where high-value goods keep disappearing from one specific area. So here's how the solution works. The system is told to watch that high-value zone. The moment it detects something unusual, like an item crossing a line without a corresponding scan, it sends an alert with the exact time and location. The leak is found and plugged instantly. But the value here goes way beyond just catching problems. The hidden gem is the business intelligence the AI gathers just by watching your facility operate. And this is where it goes from a security tool to a business strategy tool. This is a fundamental shift in mindset. Security is usually seen as a cost center, right? Just a necessary expense. This technology flips that completely on its head. The AI's vision provides pure data, transforming that security cost into a strategic asset that actively drives efficiency.
So what does that data reveal? Things like heat maps showing which aisles are constantly congested, a pinpoint analysis of exactly where bottlenecks are forming during your busiest hours. You can even see where workers might be idling. You get hard numbers to measure and optimize your entire operation. It's like a blueprint for efficiency.
So let's tie all of this together and see the new paradigm for warehouse management that's starting to emerge. This is about more than just a new gadget. It's a fundamental change in how these critical facilities are run. The transition is really clear. We're moving away from high, risky, upfront hardware costs that only let you react to problems after they happen. The new way is an affordable subscription that gives you a powerful, proactive AI brain from day one. And that's the key takeaway. This shift makes smart, proactive protection accessible to every warehouse manager who needs to run a safer, smarter, and ultimately more profitable operation. It's not about watching, it's about understanding. So this leaves us with a final thought to chew on. Warehouses are the engine of our economy, the critical link in almost every single supply chain. So what new possibilities emerge? What new efficiencies are unlocked for everyone when that engine finally gets smart?